Hey guys, so today we're making some vegan sugar cookies. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's get started with the recipe. So I have the lovely Sydney here who's going to help me make these cookies. And so we have 1 stick of some plant butter, which is equal to a half a cup of some butter. And we're just going to mix it together. We're going to add the sugar pretty soon, but this is a plant-based recipe because, again, allergies, and Sydney just wanted to be on camera so bad, y'all. And so next we're going to add in some unsweetened applesauce. So I added in 1/4 of a cup of that, or you can use pumpkin puree if you don't have applesauce. Next we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of some vanilla bean paste, or you can use vanilla extract, and we're just going to mix that together. And now we're gonna mix our dry ingredients. So we have some all-purpose flour, and we're adding in some baking powder as well as some baking soda. And then we're gonna add in a pinch of salt. And this child literally went in and pinched the salt, y'all. And I'm like, we need more than 1 grain of salt, child. And so we're just gonna whisk that together. And then we're going to combine it with our wet ingredients. And so we did put it through a sifter just to make sure everything was nice and smooth. And we're just going to mix that together until all of the ingredients are combined. And then we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of some non-dairy milk. We used oat milk for this recipe, but you can use any plant-based milk that you like. And then the dough is going to look a little bit dry, but that's okay because it's literally going to be the type of dough that you roll out to make different shapes with if you choose to do that. And so I'm just transferring it to a different bowl, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for about an hour. But you do want to make sure that your dough is nice and chilled so that you can roll it out easier. And so next we're going to flour a clean workstation and place our chilled dough on top of that, and make sure that your hands and the dough has enough flour on it to be able to roll it out without it sticking. And so I put Sydney to work with those big old muscles of hers to roll out our dough. We did put a sheet of parchment paper on top just to make it easier. And so we are using Halloween themed cookie cutters, but this recipe can serve as the base for any type of cookie that you want to cut into a shape, whether that's for Christmas, Easter, Valentine's Day, anything like that, or just whatever shapes you have. This is a good recipe for that. And so I let her choose which ones she wanted to do. And so we're just going to bake these in a 350-degree oven. And you're going to bake it for about maybe 12 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes, and then you're going to transfer it to a cooling rack. And you want to make sure the cookies are nice and cool before you start to ice them, otherwise your decorations are going to melt. And so I found these fall themed sprinkles and decorations at my local grocery store. And so I am by no means an expert or a professional baker, so don't judge. But I'm just gonna decorate a few of these cookies for the kids to have. And then for the ones that I didn't decorate, we just put them in the freezer for the kids to have any other time. And of course this was made prior to Halloween, so it's nice that I was able to put some in the freezer for them to decorate on Halloween day, or just for the fall in general. But this was a really, really good recipe, and they kind of taste like shortbread cookies. So if you like shortbread cookies, you would like this recipe. And this is kind of my go-to base for any vegan or plant-based sugar cookie, because it's very versatile. And so yeah, this is the finished product. I did put these in the refrigerator just so that the icing could set. But yeah, this was really fun if you're looking for something to do with your kids for the holidays. And I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Be safe. See you next time. Bye.